Hey guys, it's Brian. We're back in the garage with Frostbite JL, and today we got a fun video. We're going to go over a holiday gift guide for 2021. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay guys, I want to go over a gift guide for this holiday season for you guys. Whether you're shopping for a loved one or for yourself, I want to go ahead and show you some of the essentials you'll need for off-roading that any off-roader could use, not only Jeepers. And then we want to go through it one by one. We'll give you prices and models and let you know what we think about it. This is all stuff I use, so I think it's great gift ideas. All right, let's dive in. All right guys, let's go ahead and start off with the first ones. So one of the most important things when you're going off-roading is being able to air down your tires for traction and comfort, and then also being able to air back up again. So let's go over what you'll need for those and some great gift ideas for that. So this first one's going to be the Boulder Tools Pro Tire Deflation Kit. This one's going to be on Amazon. It runs for around $37. And what you'll get in that is you'll get a tire pressure gauge, you'll get some extra valve stem cores and a valve stem removal tool, and then you'll also get 4 of these tire deflators. Now these are pretty cool. What you do is you set your tire to the desired PSI, so say it's 15 PSI, and then you go ahead and put this lock ring on there. Now every time that you screw one of these on, you pull this little guy, get started, it's going to deflate to 15 PSI. So you can put it on all 4, you can walk away, hang out with buddies, disconnect your sway bar links, and come back and your tires are all going to be 15 PSI. So this one's a pretty inexpensive one as far as gifts go. This would be great for any off-roader or anybody getting out, going hiking, whatnot. Being able to air down to a specific PSI, all 4 tires at one time is great. So this one's great. I use this a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at airing up. All right, so as far as airing up goes, this is going to be the Smittybilt air compressor. This one's pretty neat. You go ahead and hook this up to your battery, and then you can go ahead and inflate your tires after off-roading. So this is going to be their 5.65 CFM one. This is going to be their heavier duty model. Runs for around 165 bucks, but it does work great. I did have a smaller Harbor Freight one, and it was nothing compared to this. If you guys got bigger tires, you definitely want to get the bigger one. And then another cool thing about this, I did go ahead and put a quick tire chuck on here. So what this does is it allows you to just clamp on your valve stem and air up real quick. Definitely saves time over threading it on. So I'll go ahead and put links for all this down below. But this has been a great air compressor, no complaints on this one. Let's take a look at the next gift. Okay guys, so another thing that's important with off-roading is going to be recovery. So if you want to take a look, we got Gear America's recovery kit here. So I do have the tree saver, we also have a snatch block and some shackles. If you do buy their kit, it's around $150. It does come with a snatch rope as well, and a pair of gloves and a nice bag for you. So this is a great kit. If you are out wheeling, especially if you're alone, which isn't advised, but if you come across somebody that needs to get unstuck, you definitely want to make sure you have the appropriate stuff to go ahead and pull them out. Shackles and a snatch rope are definitely important. Another thing that's important is a winch. I do have the Warren Evo VR 10S winch, and that thing's great. That one's going to run you around $800 though with the synthetic line. If you have no budget this Christmas and you want to get somebody something awesome, that's definitely one to get. Okay guys, let's go over the next gift. So we do have some other essential stuff for off-roading that will make great gifts. Do have a fire extinguisher here, a first aid kit, and a Trasharoo for your garbage. So let's go ahead and take a look at each one of these. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fire extinguisher. This is a fire extinguisher, believe it or not. It's from Elements, and it is all contained in this one little stick here. So this is going to be their E50 model, and to ignite it, all you got to do is pull the cap off, strike the top, and then it's good to go. So this is going to be good for ABC and K fires. It also doesn't leave debris in your engine bay if you're spraying in your engine bay. Some other fire extinguishers can ruin your electronics. This one does not. So these are pretty great to have. They're only about $80. They're real small, and you don't have to ever worry about recharging them. So they're great to have in an off-road vehicle that could be out in the elements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. So another cool gift idea is going to be a Trasharoo. What this is it's basically a big trash bag for your spare tire on the rear. You could also hang it off a rack, anything like that. This one is in the green color. They do make it in several different colors. These only run about $65, so it makes a great Christmas gift or holiday gift for you guys. And then it also helps you keep clean on the trail. You can pick up trash after other people, you know, tread lightly, that kind of thing. It's always good to have one of these. All right, let's take a look at the first aid kit. Okay, so this is going to be the first aid kit. So this one's going to be the MyMedic MyFac, My First Aid Kit is what that stands for. These ones are pretty great. This is going to come with all the essentials that you need, and they run about $120. It's always great when you're out on the trail to have a good first aid kit. You never know when somebody's going to get banged up a little bit, so it's good to have this stuff. They do make a more advanced one that's over $200, but that's going to come with stuff like tourniquets and more advanced, like getting airways and stuff. You know, in an emergency, if it's life, limb, or eyesight, you should probably go ahead and call for professional medical help. But in little scrapes and bruises, little bangs, it's good to have one of these, and you never know when something's going to happen. So this does make a great gift for somebody you love. Okay, so that leads me into talking about my next gift idea. If you're talking about safety, it's always good to have good comms and a good way to get a hold of loved ones at home. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This one's going to be the ZOLEO GPS Communicator. This thing's pretty great. So as well as being able to do SOS emergency alerts, which are monitored, you can also check in with family. It gives them a GPS coordinates and a little map of where you're at. You can also text and email with their app, which is pretty great. So if you want to go ahead and shoot your loved one a text like, hey, I made it to camp, or hey, I'm on my way home, or I'm going to be a little late, you can do that with this. No cell service. Just make sure this is looking up at the sky. You can communicate with home. These are normally around $200. They're on sale right now for around $150. The prices may change, but it's definitely a great little gift to have and peace of mind for all your loved ones at home. And if you do need to get a hold of somebody in an emergency, you've got that SOS button. Now this does come with a monthly membership fee as well for those services. It starts around $20 and goes up from there. The $20 does give you 25 custom text messages, but the check-ins are unlimited, so you can always check in. I like using that all the time, kind of let my family know when and where I'm at. It's definitely a great gift to have, and it's not too bad for the price. All right, guys, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, and another great gift idea is to always have communication. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. I am using the Midland stuff. I do have their walkie-talkies, and I also have their base unit in the vehicle. This one's going to be GMRS. This one's going to be FRS or GMRS. So if you don't know what that is, it's Family Radio Service is FRS, and GMRS is General Mobile Radio Service. So FRS is open to anybody. GMRS does require a license. You just have to pay a fee. It's $35, and you get 10 years, and it covers your immediate family. It does work great. It is a little higher powered, so that's what's great with this base unit. Every time I go off-road, I go ahead and throw these in the vehicle. I can hand them to people that don't have GMRS, and then I can use this base unit to talk to the people that do. So the great thing about GMRS and FRS is they are a lot more popular nowadays. The last few times I've gone out with different groups, everybody's had either FRS or GMRS. So what's great is you can talk between the two. That's another nice thing about Midland. These guys are going to run around $65-$70 for the handhelds. They're great. And then this in the Jeep unit is going to be around $165 as well. I did an install video on this. It was pretty popular and people do like this model. So it's definitely a nice thing to have. This one in particular has got all the displays and your channel settings and volume and whatnot up here on the mic. So you have it handheld right near you, and then this one's underneath the dash and you'll never see it. So these are great, especially for more modern vehicles to kind of keep a clean look. I think these make great gift ideas. Go ahead and check them out. So another cool gift idea is going to be some kind of action camera. I do use the GoPro 9. This one's been pretty good. So this does 4K and it's a great little action camera. It is nice. These are waterproof and they're shockproof, and then they also have motion stability and horizon lock, so you can tilt back and forth if you're off-roading, and it keeps your picture nice and stable. So this is a cool little camera. If you have a loved one that's into outdoor adventure, off-roading, biking, anything like that, it's cool to have one of these. I do have it on a little tripod here that telescopes. These are cool as well. I'll put links for these down below. You can go ahead and check it out. These are running on sale now because they do have a new 10 model, which is great as well, but these ones are going to be around $350 since it's last year's model. All right, guys, and for our last set of gifts, I want to go over some tools that I use routinely. I did go ahead and pick up some Milwaukee stuff this year, and I have been really happy with it. I do use it almost every install I do on the Jeep or any kind of work I'm doing around here. All right, so this is going to be the Milwaukee Fuel 3/8 ratchet. This thing's pretty great. Anything that you'd use a standard ratchet for or open-end wrench, you can go ahead and throw a socket on this and run the bolts on. Definitely makes install times quicker and hard to reach areas a lot easier. So I definitely recommend that. That one's going to be around $180 for this one. And then my newest one is going to be the 1/2-inch high torque impact that Milwaukee makes. This is their M18 Fuel one, and this one's great. I used this for a recent install on a rear pinion, and it goes up to 1,400 foot-pounds of nut busting torque, they say. So this thing's been great. I definitely recommend it. It's good for getting those control arms off and some of those trickier bolts. So I definitely recommend getting some of these Milwaukee Tools. They're great to have around. If you're looking for yourself or looking for a loved one that works in the garage quite a bit or on vehicles, it's definitely good to have these. Alright guys, this one's going to run you around $350 for the tool, but I think it's definitely worth it. It's definitely quality and it'll last you a long time. Alright guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So that's going to do it for our 2021 holiday and Christmas gift guide. If you guys want to go ahead and pick up some of this stuff, I will definitely put links down below. You can check those out. It definitely helps the channel. Alright guys, I hope you have a happy holidays and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys.